2.
It's too late. It's recording.
1. It's recording. I think the split will help.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's good to be here with you, yo.
Yeah.
My name is Jeremy. My co-host, Michael.
Yeah.
We have nothing to do. This is the Nothing to Do podcast.
For sure.
First episode 1.
Shout out to Podeon Sidier for letting us hold down the building, too.
Big shout out to Bolero Tedier. I'm also known around here as El Hijo de Zoilo. El Hijo de Zoilo! El Hijo de
We
Zoilo!
found that out very, very early. and we got some plates of food waiting for us, too, if we want it.
Hell yeah. But, yeah, no, it's good to be here. We, over here starting podcast 1, episode 1 of Nothing to Do. My name is Jeremy. Born and bred here in Providence all 26 years. For the most part, I don't cast the last 13 in Warwick, because fuck Warwick.
Isn't it Warrack now?
Is it Warwick now?
Yeah, I think so.
I'll run with that.
Yeah,
I'll run with that.
Yeah.
But,
Fucking born and bred, Providence all day, 30 years. Fucking always in the South Side. Or the fucking Fox Point when I was younger. But all my life. And I don't think I'll never leave. I fucking love it here.
Yeah.
But
Providence is underrated as hell.
It is. But this is the Nothing to Do podcast.
Yeah.
Jeremy, how did you come up with this? Like, what was the inspiration for Nothing to Do?
I mean, the inspiration has probably been manifesting itself for the last 10 years.
How long have you been listening to the podcast, first off?
For since, from what I can remember, I was probably a sophomore in college when I really started listening to him. That Bill Burr podcast. Andy put me onto the Bill Burr podcast. Shout out to Andy, my cousin Andy. And yeah, after that, I got put onto Brilliant Idiots.
Yep.
What else was a big one? Bodega Boys was huge when I moved to New York 3 years ago. Huge. Got me through my morning commutes.
Word.
And my afternoon commutes.
Word. I think podcast is the main thing that gets me through all of my commutes, especially driving an hour back. It's just like, fucking, it's not New York radio all here. The shit gets really repetitive.
Right.
And I mean really fucking repetitive. So it's good to just have, like, I don't think I've had those type of conversations without podcasts in my life. Like, kind of like an expansion of my fucking, I don't know.
Of your day-to-day, I guess.
Yeah, for sure, because it's not like you're in the hood and you're having these fucking philosophical fucking light fucking, you know.
There's going to be a lot of fucking here, folks.
A lot of fucking.
I wish I could see Michael's face. We'll get the video up soon.
But yeah, fucking a podcast is definitely something that I've been wanting to do for a while. I mean, I fucking listen to it every day, so.
Yeah, it's great. You can have all types of conversations here. You don't have to worry about censorship. Nothing to do is going to be, a little bit of everything, a peek into both our minds. These conversations are going to be funny. They're going to be light. They're going to be silly. They're going to be uncomfortable. They're going to be messy as hell. Probably problematic as hell. Make you cringe, make you laugh, hopefully make you cry when the time is right. But we just wanted to share with you guys, We just wanted to share with you guys. I have some quick shout-outs that I do want to get out there.
You want to give out to the world?
Give out to the world just because I'm riding this energy right now. I got back from a really dope trip out in Cuba, so I want to shout out Real Immersions first. My boy Manuel Jordan, our best friend for the last probably consciously like 5 years, but we've known each other our whole lives. He started this great travel program to get people immersed into, right now, his main trips are Cuba. And his trips is like nothing else like I've done before.
So tell me, this is a business where he kind of sets up a trip for you and kind of what is this?
Right. So his and obviously I would like to have him more on his podcast later on.
Word.
So we could kind of dive into it deeper.
Word.
But yeah, he just sets up these trips. Right now it's just to Cuba, just because he's developed a lot of strong connections over his time studying there. The past 7 years, he goes there like at least twice a year.
Word.
And so basically, the tour guides, quote unquote, so to speak, for these trips are just his homies that he's built out there for the last 7 years. We got treated like family there.
So you get set up for a trip. You go out to Cuba and you basically just have a tour guide, like, showing you around the whole country and little monuments, land sites, and
right. I use the word tour guide loosely in the sense that, like, obviously they're the ones that take care of us, making sure they you
guys don't die.
We don't get played. We don't die.
Yeah.
Which is a big misconception about countries like Cuba and our country. We're both Dominican, come from Dominican-born families.
Word.
We can get into that later or some other time. But it's all love out there. It really is all love out there. We got treated like family out there. The great thing about this trip, too, is that we were moving like locals out there. We were moving like Cubans, like we belong there.
Right.
And
did you feel like you stuck out like a sore thumb? Like they knew just by looking at you, like they're not Cuban. Are Cubans all dark? I hear that they're all dark skinned.
No,
is that true?
Nah. They all either really dark or they're really light, and there's very little in between.
Okay,
which is funny.
So you would
a lot of blue eyes too. A lot of blue eyes, green eyes. A lot of beautiful women with beautiful eyes.
Word.
A lot of beautiful people on that island.
That's the Europeans going over there.
Oh
fucking
yeah,
shit up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But we can dive into that more later. I want to give a quick shout out to the underrepresented representatives who had me on their podcast last week. Shout out to Naji, Imani Muhammad. I hope I said that right. And David Quill. They're doing some great things out there in New York, talking about, stuff that we would also talk about here. Some biases, quote unquote woke shit. Good conversations though I had. I'm honored for them to have us on our podcast last week. Shout out everybody in Providence doing their thing. Word. Shout out my cousin Henry and his Dead Brain. Shout out Donnie in the Stay Silent movement, PVD. Shout out to Jabron. I know he's out here doing things.
Word.
And I know I'm missing a lot of people. But yo, let's get fucking Providence on the map, bro. This generation at least.
Word.
That's what I'm talking about. Eat through.
Shit, bro. Same shit, different day. If I'm gonna have any shout outs, it's probably just gonna be to my family. That always helped me down and shit, get me here. But yeah, nothing to do.
Nothing to do.
When you first started fucking thinking about nothing to do, was it something like you were bored at the house? Full disclosure, you're unemployed right now.
Oh yeah,
I'm full-time employed.
Yeah.
So when I say I have nothing to do, I don't have any free time. I should say
That's
that.
the way to put it. Yeah.
So when I do have nothing to do, I enjoy it. Like I try to take it. I don't take it for granted. I make sure I lay down on the couch and spend some time with my daughter or whatever the case may be. But when you first started thinking about nothing to do, was it you sitting at your house high as hell and like, yo, fuck it, I might as well
exactly
go in on this?
That's exactly what that was. Yeah, I mean, like we talked about, we both had like visions like this. We burned down and we've had these conversations before numerous times. A lot of times.
Yes.
Shit, what we starting? But I just recently moved back from New York City. I was living in New York City for 3 years.
Word.
I've been unemployed for the last 3 months, and I've literally had nothing to do.
Word. So it's just in your head, you're just like, you know what? What's the better time?
Yeah, and I started. Yep. And I started watching. The thing is too that inspired me to do this now. It's just the timing, obviously, the free time that I have, and I just been watching mad podcasts on TV now. So I started watching a lot of newer podcasts, and so like I've grown. I've developed a new place in my podcast playlist, if you will, for the Joe Rogan podcast. Because before I couldn't fuck with his shit because his shit was way too long, bro.
Yeah. 3 hours.
3 hours is a lot of content.
Yeah, but me, Joe Rogan's definitely the first podcast that I got into. Just stumbled upon it, and I just ran through a lot of his old backlog with just celebrities that I want to hear from or comedians I want to hear from. But it's to me now, I probably watch or listen to 1 out of 5 Joe because it's too much.
Right.
It's too many guests. Most of the guests he has, I really don't give a fuck about. Like, you know what I mean? So it's just like, listen, if I'm not here to fucking, if it's someone I don't know, he's not gonna make me laugh. Then you know what? There's a million other podcasts I could listen to right now.
That's funny. That's funny you say that. It's funny though because at the same time, that's how I got put onto Tom Segura's shit.
Yeah.
And bro, his shit has me dying. At least the video, they're just mad silly, and they love making their guests feel mad and comfortable. I don't know if you've seen it. Yeah, like the videos they play and shit. The one what he does with Burt Crusher is dope. The one he does with his wife is dope too, which is the one I'm talking about.
Yeah,
you see, they're both dope.
Yeah, I don't really watch the one with his wife a lot. Maybe because I'm sexist, but that's another.
That's a combo for another day. We're gonna be light on the first episode.
Yeah, no, those dudes are pretty funny. Oh, his little crew, they all have podcasts now, and they all are pretty funny. But yeah, I just stumbled upon it. I always been a UFC fan. I always loved MMA way before I even knew what podcast was. Then I was just stuck in the house for a little bit, scrolling through something, YouTube or something. I seen a clip. From there, I went, watched the full video, and I've been stuck to this podcast ever since, bro. I think I started watching it like 2014-ish.
Sorry. No, you good. That was my godfather who just walked in on us. No, it's okay. I'm just giving a shout out to my godfather, Dilson.
Oh my
Un shout out. ¿Cómo está?
¿Están grabando?
Sí, estamos grabando. Está bien,
ok,
está
ok.
bien.
I didn't recognize
We're gonna have a lot of walk-ins in the
A lot of
first,
walk-ins.
lot of walk-ins. They don't know who I am right now. The first lady said something in Spanish like, "Is he Dominican?" They have no idea, bro.
They have no idea.
I knew I should have got a haircut before this. I'm werewolfed out right now. I wish there was a video. I'm
Right.
looking terrible, but it's okay.
What was we talking about before he just barged in here like that all rude? I know I love you, brother. I love you.
I don't know. I think we started just talking about our first podcast or whatever. But
Right, yeah, yep.
But let's get back. Let's get into this. First off, do you remember when we first met? Where or when it was? Because I was thinking about that on the ride up, and I don't remember.
That's a good question. I was actually thinking about that last week on my way to New York.
I don't remember.
I think my first like memory of like meeting you, and I think I've seen you before, but like the first time I actually said what up to you, was at Christmas at Raul's house. I think like when you I don't know if it was when you first started dating Kayla, which is my cousin.
Yeah.
Full disclosure. Full disclosure.
That's my fiance, his cousin,
and that's like a sister to me. So I almost called you Manuel. Nah, but right. Michael always he's like a brother to me at this point too. Which is why we're doing this podcast together. But yeah, that's my first memory.
I think the first time I really met the fam was, I think Henry, your cousin, was just coming back from boot camp or something. He was having a party. Maybe that was it. Something. I remember. Well, my memory's shot, so I don't remember a lot. But I do remember like I met a lot of yous there. But I can't remember the first time when me and you actually chilled. And I told Kayla, like, yeah, I fuck with Jeremy. Jeremy's not trying to be nobody else. Like, I mean, he's just him. And I can only fucking respect people like that. I appreciate that, bro. I hate when I meet people and I know that they're just, they're trying to portray a character that they're not.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I could sense that shit from a mile away. Like, I know this isn't you. Like, you know what I mean? So right. you could chill. But I've never felt that way about you at all. Like, I just, fucking Jeremy's a stand-up dude. Period.
Word. And likewise, bro. I mean, there's a reason why we still boys, why we doing this together right now. That. Real recognize real no matter where we came from. Because me and Michael, we both, full disclosure, we both grew up in Providence, both Dominican born parents, but we grew up on some different shit. We both grew up on some different shit.
Word.
And that's something that, we'll unravel as this podcast develops and becomes a fucking, what's the billboard for podcast? Because we hitting the #1 on that eventually.
Word.
We
need a soundboard because I can't wait so I can just press a button and go.
Right. That's why I came in early. I wanted to see if I could finesse that coming early, but we both got here.
It's episode 1, people. This is a work in progress.
Oh yeah.
At least you guys get to be with us from the start. Those of you that are gonna be listening to this eventually, and whatever. We're starting there, and who knows how far this is gonna take us.
Exactly.
So let's get back to this Cuba trip. You just got back from Cuba, what, 2 days ago, 3 days ago?
About 4 days ago, yeah.
How long did you last out there?
I was out there for like 6-7 days.
So a dude that's unemployed, this guy's taking trips, bro. He's in Cuba. He's going back to New York. He was just in LA.
That tax refund is nice this year, son.
He's going back to LA with us in May. I don't know where he's getting it from.
Yo, I don't either, yo. I don't either, yo.
So
that tax return was heavy this year.
Oof. I wish mine was. Rhode Island said I need all of that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you owe us, bro. We ain't forget. Let me get that. Anyways, how long was the trip for? A week?
Yeah, about 6 days.
So tell me about the trip. Like, how did you guys plan the trip? You just said that your boy has a little business and he sets up these little trips. So did he just give you the idea and you just ran with it? How many people went?
So there was, yeah. So he's been planning this for like at least, I know concretely like 2 years. I know he took like a smaller group out to Cuba about, I think last year, 2 years ago. Where another one of our friends, Dennis, out there in New York. Shout out to Dennis. He went on that trip. He said it was amazing. Obviously, same experience. But this was his first, I believe, his first official trip because he got his website up. His Instagram is up. And it was about, I want to say, I think it was 7, 8, or 9 of us. It was a group of his aunts. So there was 3 of his aunts, and then there was our friend Jordan, Alan, this dude I met, great fucking photographer, great dude. He used to skate out here. Now he's doing this thing with the camera. His name is Alex Gagne. And I think in terms of like people our age, that was about it. But it was incredible, yo.
So the two dudes that you was with, your age, did y'all end up like kind of chilling together and leaving like the rest behind? Was it all like a one big group? All these little, like, give me a.
Yeah, it was different. So I'll break it down. The first day we landed on Sunday, I believe, and the first thing on the like itinerary, so to speak.
So you have an itinerary?
Yeah, he had an itinerary ready for us. He had all days mapped out. You know, we spent 2 days in Havana, the 2 first days in Havana.
Yeah.
Then we went to Vinales, which is more like the campo,
Okay.
very tourist area, and you take a lot of tourists on like the tobacco fields where they cultivate the cigars, the coffee,
Nice.
the rum, things like that.
How was the coffee?
The coffee was amazing. They like it strong and bitter.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
a little of it. Yeah,
yeah.
It's dope. It's wake you right up.
Yeah.
I actually started smoking cigs out there for that week too.
Did you?
Heavy.
Did you?
Yeah. And I remember
What kind of cigs though?
the Cuban cigs. I don't even know the name.
Okay.
But they were. I remember they were so harsh when we first brought them. Like I put it out halfway. I was like, damn, I don't know if I can do this.
Yeah.
And then I just got used to it. And then like it became habit. Like when I would smoke bud, like I smoke bud after dinner, before dinner.
Hold on.
Like all this shit.
Bud. They had bud out there? You brought your own? How was
Nah, no bud out there I mean, you can get bud out there. It's like getting bud in DR and shit like that. It's
terrible.
Hard. Yeah. Dog shit.
Yeah.
Fucking dog shit.
Okay.
But yeah, so he had the whole itinerary. We actually rode horses that day in Vinales, and that tour was like a 3 hour. Yo, riding horses was wild. Like actually riding them for 3 hours and like galloping and shit.
Galloping.
Like that's kind of scary.
That's the difference, because when we went to Jamaica, me and Kayla, like, they put you on horses, but you're in a line. Like,
Right.
no one's going that fast.
Right.
You know, like, it's kind of, the horses are monstrous, by the way. Like, you're standing next to the thing and you're like, okay, my head doesn't even reach the top of his body.
Facts.
If he wanted to just kick my face off, he could do it. But we weren't in full gallop, so that's the reason I really wasn't that scared. I was scared a couple of vacations ago in DR when we rode dolphins.
Y'all rode dolphins?
Yeah, the thing took off under me, bro. And then like he went under and went back up. He went under, and I'm like, oh, this thing is like 80 times as strong as me. Like if he wanted to, like he could just wrap his little fins around me.
It's over.
Bring me down there.
How do you ride it? You grab the fin.
You grab the fin right on top,
just like you would in like a video game.
A video game.
Yo,
yep.
what the
Donkey
fuck?
Kong or some shit. Yep.
Yo, no, why not? Yo,
and
wow.
But the only thing is, you know, you're in DR, so the trainers are Dominican, like some Campo kids, like who knows?
Right.
Like what's their fucking background, bro? Like they didn't go to college for this shit. Like I mean, like,
do you need to go to college for that shit? You just gotta tame them though.
No,
that's just in their blood.
Isn't there like doesn't URI have like a big like ocean,
like marine biology?
Yeah.
Probably. I think I thought Salve Regina was big for that too. I'm not like
sure.
Bristol.
I'm not sure. See, these are the points of the podcast where I should have like I have a computer right in front of me and I should be fact checking myself, but
I literally told him to sit in front of that computer.
Not
just
today,
so you can
bro.
do that.
Not today.
Yeah,
I was about to. I was about to reach for the
laptop.
keyboards right now and start searching. You know what? No. Not today. This is podcast number 1. I feel like we're differing from the fucking conversation though. So okay, horseback riding. What else you guys do?
And then the first day we went to this restaurant. It's El Patio de Mamia. Probably top meal I had there. There's 3 meals that stand out.
Yeah.
That was the best one.
Now,
off rip. He set the tone with that shit.
What's Cuban food compared to Dominican? Because Dominican food, you know what you're gonna get. You're gonna get rice. You're gonna get beans. You're gonna get whatever, your meat.
Right.
You're gonna have a little salad.
Yeah, it's very similar. It's rice, beans.
Yeah.
They call it moro con gris.
Okay.
A lot of veggies in terms of like they had like tomatoes, which is dope because the thing is about Cuba, their food isn't fucked like our food in here in the US.
Sure.
So like I felt like I was eating clean as hell over there.
You were.
In terms of meat, it's a lot of pork, some chicken too.
What's up with Spanish people and pork, bro? Like, there's definitely a problem that we have as a community. Like, we eat a lot of pig, bro.
A lot of pernice, because that shit smacks.
It does smack, but you know, like, pigs eat shit, and we eat them, so we eat shit. I mean, they literally give pigs slop. Like, that's their meal of the day. It's slop
to think about. That's but that shit hit different.
We eating pork chops, we eating penne, all type of shit.
Yo, I already got like 5 different soundboard shits right now for a conversation.
I got every time I cook asparagus, it needs to be wrapped in bacon. Like, what's wrong with us?
Yeah, I know, right? That's crazy to think about. And I was super aware of that when I was out there. Just like in terms of quality of food.
Yeah.
They eat a lot of pork, obviously, because, and I'm not over here gonna start ODing on the embargo because I don't even know what the fuck the embargo does that
no
much
idea.
in terms of. I know a little bit. I got
no
to see
idea.
a little bit with my eyes. I had to have these conversations with some of the homies I met out there, which was dope. But I think it does have something to do with that. They cultivate but it's all fresh too. Like all their So breakfast was basically always like we had eggs. We always had a bowl of fruit, the juice like a guava juice, a mango juice, a pineapple juice,
Freshly squeezed juice too.
shit. Yeah, the real shit.
The real shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the real shit. And some coffee. There's always bread and shit like that. That's usually always.
Now,
the
what's their time to eat? Is it different from us? Do they have like a late breakfast? It doesn't DR it's a little different too. Aren't their lunch like more like a dinner? Like
Yeah, I feel like DR. That's the thing. I feel like because this was such a big trip, we just kind of ate on our schedules. I don't
Yeah.
even know if we was eating on their schedules like that.
Yeah.
I know in DR, like breakfast is usually light, and then they usually feast for lunch.
Feast.
It'll be like for breakfast. It'll be like some pan,
Yeah.
some chocolate, some coffee,
Yeah.
maybe some fruit,
Yeah.
and then niggas go off after like 1 p.m. or some
Because
shit.
they used to let the kids go home for lunch, right? Something like that. Did your parents ever tell you that before? I think I've always heard stories of like
Yeah.
my parents like they get dismissed from school for lunch and they go home.
Yeah, their work days just different there. I know, I remember always seeing my uncle come home like around 1, and he would stay from like 1 to 3, and then he would go back to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real different.
Yeah, it's a little different, but I don't think we were really eating on their time like that.
Let me
We were
tell you
eating more on
something. If
our
I go
schedule.
home midday of work, I'm not going back. There's no way.
Yo, facts.
There's no way.
Yo, facts.
I'm gonna eat a stupid plate of arroz con pollo, and you think I'm gonna go back to work after that, bro?
Yo, facts. You eat what
nuts.
you eat at DR at 1
nuts.
p.m.
You're nuts, bro.
Spend
You're
a whole
nuts.
other day out there.
I need a nap right after that, just to recover. Are you crazy?
I mean me.
So all right, so back to the trip.
Yeah.
What else did you do out there?
Yeah, so we spent the first day. We spent out the first full day out in Old Havana. It's kind of the touristic part, the older historic part of Havana. You could definitely get the tourist vibe there. There's a lot of cool structures. The structure and all the buildings in Havana are crazy because I remember Manny telling me and some of them telling me. So it's like a lot of so where we stayed at in that neighborhood. I guess if you want to call it the richer neighborhood, the more affluent, money works super different down there, which we could talk about later as well, as opposed to at least what I know about it. But before the revolution, that was where all the rich people lived. And then after the revolution, which I believe was in '56, I'm about to look it up right now. First fact of the podcast. But yeah, and after the revolution, all the rich 53 to 59, yeah. So all the rich people left Havana, and then all the people that stayed, they kind of lived in those big houses, but it was just multiple families living in those houses. And the structure, there's there's a lot of the buildings are torn down. Some of these some of those buildings are pretty dangerous to live in. Yeah, it's so weird that even just compared to a country like DR or I never been to PR, but just one of those countries out there in the West Indies is just it just compared to Cuba, the reality is so much different. Obviously, even the way they think about going to the doctor, the way that money works down there, their money is obsolete everywhere else. There's no, you can't you exchange money there,
Yeah.
but you can't. If you bring anything back to the States with you, it might as well just be a souvenir. There's no exchange rate. Their money is kind of made up in a sense. Kind of
so
it's
you
wild.
could change your American dollars to their currency. But
Depending on where, because not every sort of place I don't think accepts you as dollars because of this Trump embargo stuff. He kind of ramped that up. And again, I'm sort of speaking out of my ass. I'm speaking out a lot of what my boy Manny told me, as well as what I spoke about with some of the homies I met out there. But yeah, there's two. There's the CUC, which is more or less 1-to-1 ratio with the dollar, the U.S. dollar.
yeah.
And then there's the CUP, which is the local currency. Really, only the locals usually have the markets and stuff, and that's more comparable, I guess, to pesos out in DR in terms of the exchange rate, so to speak.
Was it high? Was it because what's
Yeah, it'll be
peso?
so it's the pesos
A 1 to 40, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Always.
yeah. Hold on, US. Yeah, but it's definitely a lot different. But it's a lot of it and a lot of the hustle out there is exchanging money. Like the exchange rates on the street is different than at the bank and shit like that.
It's funny you say that because I had I want to say Venezuela, maybe Colombia. I forgot. I had a coworker, and literally he would spend most of his time, like his coffee break or lunch break, on the phone with his cousins down there, talking about the rates of money and saying, okay, yeah, cash it in or buy this much or whatever, because it's just like, yo, it's a game out there. It's basically just like the stock market. I buy when it's whenever, sell when I make the profit, and I just continue to do that.
Yeah,
and that's how my family eats out there.
Yeah, so the it's $1 for every, or 53 pesos for one Dominican dollar, for $1 US.
In DR right now?
Yeah,
53?
in DR right now.
Oh shit.
Yeah, which is. I
That's
think that's a lot. Yeah, that sounds like a lot, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, we was living like kings. I went to DR last October, and we was living like kings out there. We took Ubers everywhere.
Not for nothing. Like, you can go to a Jimmy truck and go get yourself un fucking super plato de food for like what, like 300 pesos or some shit like that, less.
At in DR, yeah. And you can go off in DR.
Yeah, go off.
You can go off.
Off.
The Ubers. I don't even know how motherfuckers make Uber out, like money on Uber out there with those prices though.
Yeah.
We had motherfuckers take us like an hour and a half, and it'd come out to like 20 American.
Hour and a half for $20.
Bro, if I took an Uber from here in North Providence to Warwick, that's just $30.
Didn't you just took an Uber from here to Logan Airport? How much does that cost?
I did. That was like $90. It was like $70 at like 4 in the morning, and then when I landed back from Cali, it was more. It was like 97.
Yeah, we got this Cali trip coming up, and I'm still don't know where I'm gonna leave my car or who's gonna take me and my family up to Boston. Well, we'll figure that out.
You excited for Cali though?
Oh yeah, I'm so amped up, bro.
You guys got anything planned that you two want to do? You and Kayla,
like I said, when we go out there, first and foremost, I'm renting a Tesla. That's the first and foremost. First thing I'm gonna do as soon as I land, going on Turo app, first Tesla around me. I need the nice one though, the P9, whatever the
flags on them,
the big one, the
flags on them,
the fast one. I don't want the SUV joint. I want the fast car joint. All right. The only thing that I'm really scared about this trip is like I'm bringing my daughter out there, right? Yeah, but most of the things that I want to do,
shout out Kenny, she's adorable.
I can't bring her with me. Like, so what is the point of bringing her? I'm gonna be most of the time. I feel like I'm just gonna be pawning her off to one of your older family members. Like,
right.
And then after a while, like someone's gonna get sick of it. Like, I mean, like, cause I want to run Runyon. I want to go to the comedy store one night. Probably the first night I'm there. I want to go to the comedy store.
Word.
I want to, I don't know, depending on what Vonnie wants to do, one of them nights, it's probably going to be a dinner after graduation or something. Mm-hmm. She's probably going to want to hit the club one of them nights. You know what I mean? You can't really think about Wednesday and Sunday because those travel days. Those days are shot.
Right. So for more context to the audience out there, we as a family will be going to LA in mid-May for my sisters. Shout out Vanessa Garcia.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Out her there doing her thing. She's getting ready to graduate her undergrad. She's studying medicine, pre-med. I'm so proud of her. So we're all going out there in Cali for her graduation.
She's graduating USC too, right?
USC. It's pre-med at USC, yo. Fucking drop a bomb on them. Bam, 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 bam. Right? That's for the soundboard for the future.
Yeah,
but,
that's okay. It's coming.
But yeah, so we're all gonna be out there. We all rented an Airbnb. So I actually was talking about this about my mom yesterday. She's saying what's better if for us to like what should we plan as a group and whatnot. And I was like, yo, as a group, keep it just dinner, food. Like we eat dinner as a group. Everybody else on their own time.
That's another thing that I was really stressing to Kayla. Like I'm like, hey, listen, I'm renting a car, but I'm on no one's time. I'm on my time.
Right.
It's just me and you.
Yeah.
If someone's thinking about hopping along, then listen. I leave at this time. And you're on my time. Wherever I go, you're going. So there's no deferring from my plans. If not, this isn't the ride for you. You know what I mean? Sorry. It always happens, bro. You're always stuck with someone and they want to do this. And you want to do that. And my girl's easily influenced, bro. Easily. As soon as someone says something, she's like, oh, let's just do that. Then I'm stuck fucking driving 3 hours in traffic to fucking, I don't know. We'll figure it out, though. What other touristy things can we do out there? Like,
in LA?
Yeah.
You can check out Rodeo. Just immerse yourself in fucking luxury, bro. I did that. I stumbled upon Rodeo. I didn't spend no
what? So I could go out there and cry, like, about the money that I don't have? That's what you want me to do? You
That's
want me to-
exactly what it was. He's just like, yo, look at all the shit that I can't get.
Look at all the shit I cannot afford.
Right.
No time soon.
But it's
this
cool.
is nice.
I guess it inspires people. Like, yo, I'm gonna get that one day.
What else?
But there was an art gallery there too that I checked out.
She wants to hit the
cool.
boardwalk.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? She wants to hit Venice. That's cool. I could do that. And then she's talking about, oh yeah, we can hit the beach. First off, I don't think people in LA hit the beach, right? They don't really go in the water.
Yeah, not like we
Unless
hit
they're
the beach
surfing.
out there. Yeah.
They don't really just sit by the beach and go in the water and like.
That's what I've been told. Yeah, they just
Right.
like because first of all, like the waves are crazy and the water's stupid cold. I heard.
Yeah.
So it's just like the surfers be going out there, but even the surfers they go out there in the morning when the waves is fucking crashing.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
OD.
yeah.
But yeah, people just like they chill at the beach.
Yeah.
Is what they do.
Yeah,
They chill at
she's
the
like,
beach.
oh, we can hit the beach. I'm like, I don't think people in LA hit the beach. I think they sit next to the beach, maybe like hit weights at the
yeah,
fucking. but
yeah. I
they don't-
definitely see motherfuckers hitting weights out there and shit.
They're not sitting at the beach like we do in Rhode Island and put a blanket out and with an umbrella. Like that's not what they do. But whatever, we'll figure it out.
Yeah. It'll be fun. It'll be a lot of fun. That Toro app is actually mad clutch too because I used it when I was out there, and
That's another
it's
question
super
I got
seamless.
for you. Turo app, right? Is there gonna be one right next to the airport?
There
'Cause-
might. I was an idiot. I should have done it like that, but I just did it near my sister's apartment.
Because she picked you up, right? Or-
No, because I fucking took an Uber to her house, so I was like, I'm an idiot.
Yeah,
like
okay.
the way I booked it was just
Okay.
stupid.
I wonder if I can get on that app and kind of try to book it for like right now, like type of thing.
You could.
That works like that?
Yeah. That's what I mean. I booked mine last minute because I like made up my mind last minute. But like, there's a schedule. It's like Airbnb. Like you just like I want it for these days.
Okay, so then where's the car gonna be at for me to pick it up?
Yeah, it'll literally it'll tell you where it's parked, and there'll be a picture. Like like mine wasn't in front of. It was in front of an apartment building. I'm not even sure if it was the owner's apartment building.
Yeah,
But I literally just pick it up. You literally unlock the car with your
phone?
with the app,
Yeah.
and you always have to do that though.
Yeah.
You always have to unlock when you're coming in and out. If you lock the door, you gotta unlock it with the app, or like you try and turn it on, the alarm will sound.
Got
And
it.
that happened to me, and I was
couple
like, "What the
times.
fuck?" Yeah, and I was like, "Motherfuckers, I think I'm out here trying to come out."
Let me tell you something. So I'm on this sobriety kick too. I've been on this.
Yeah.
I've been on this.
How long now? Tell them how long.
I want to say it started like January 10th or something like that. That's no weed. I'm not
No
talking
weed.
about alcohol. I'll drink as much as I want, but
Right.
so this trip to Cali's in mid-May. I've been smoking since probably the age of 14, right? I got 2 months in right now. There's no way I last.
There's no way you last
There's
in
no
LA.
way. And LA, there's no fucking way, bro. There's no fucking way. I
It's
told Shorty
everywhere.
straight up, I said, listen, I will be getting high in this trip. It will happen. Like, fuck my job.
I'll figure it out.
I'll figure it out. Fuck the consequences. I'm not
Yo.
going to LA with the best bud where I could just walk into a store and grab whatever the fuck I want.
And
And
all
you
these
di-
stores, all they have is first time. You get first time deals. Like I bought a gram. I bought an eighth for like 20 because they got a free like gram for my first time.
Look at that.
Yeah,
That's some
beautiful,
fire.
Beautiful.
That's some
Beautiful thing.
fire.
Oh, some fire. Yeah, they didn't have any sativas. I wanted some GG. They didn't have no sour nothing. Still some fire though.
I want pre-rolls. I'm gonna try gummies. Give me your drops. Give me everything. Listen, my like I said, first day there Wednesday. I'm gonna land. I want to hit up a super edible store, and I'm going to the comedy store that night. I'm dropping off Kenny, and whoever wants to come with me, going to the comedy store, because that's just
What day you guys getting there?
What was that?
What day you guys getting there? You bought your tickets
Wednesday.
already? What for Wednesday?
No, get there Wednesday afternoon.
Word. I'm trying to get there for Thursday night just because I have friends coming literally the week after. I'm gonna see if my trip could overlap.
When is her graduation?
The 15th. That's a Friday.
That's the Friday.
Motherfuckers might cancel that because of Corona.
Wow,
That's on standby right now.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, because there's also a lot of families flying
How
in
do you feel
internationally and
about
stuff.
That's another thing I was just thinking about. All this
Yeah.
like state of emergency shit going on with Corona. I'm like, okay, so now first time I'm gonna bring my daughter on a plane, I'm gonna have to bring her amidst the worst fucking virus epidemic. I don't think I've ever seen anything like get this serious before, right?
I feel like, see, that's I've been thinking about that too. That's interesting, right? Because like the swine flu, remember the swine flu?
I do remember
That
swine
shit was
flu.
big, but social media wasn't that big, and,
No.
and the media then isn't what it is today.
No.
So I feel like that might have a lot to do with it. I watched like the first 10 minutes of the new Joe Rogan that came out yesterday. He had some dude from the University of Minnesota.
I did see a
And he
clip
was-
of that,
and
but I
he was-
didn't
yeah.
watch it.
I watched for like 10 minutes and I was like, yeah, nah. I'm
Again,
done with this shit.
these dudes have these boring ass voices, right?
Right,
and it's just
right.
like, yo, the topic is very interesting. It is, but yo, this dude is putting me on fucking snooze right now.
Right,
bro.
right.
I can't. Sometimes I think Joe needs to like just offer the guys like lines of coke, like, here, fucking take this blast. Here's this Addy or something, bro, and then let's start rocking. Cause right now, put me to bed.
Fun fact: I heard the coke out in Cuba is.
Did you hear that it was?
I know. I heard.
How do you know that?
I heard. We wanted to find out, but we was like, nah.
Yeah.
But yeah, they don't cut that shit. It comes straight from
I
from
bet.
over here.
I bet.
So
I bet.
I heard it's some loud. Some loud.
You got that loud coke.
Oh shit, yo.
Yeah, I bet. I would love to fucking go out there and fucking sip on a fucking nice fucking Cuban coffee with a nice cigarette, like a little loaf of bread in the morning on a balcony. I need to do more fucking trips like that. Like I'm sick of resorts, bro. I'm telling you, we've been to one, I've been to two, I've been to three. It's just like, yo, like it's just the same shit, bro.
Yeah.
Again, it's the same shit, the same little water.
Definitely the safe way to vacation.
I think Jamaica too was really the one that hit me the hardest. I'm like, yo, there's poverty right outside of this this gated community that I'm in, and we're all living like kings and queens, partying it up, and right outside this gate right here, there's this little boy that got no shoes on, straight hiking it to school or something. Like, I don't know, I just don't feel right no more with these trips, bro. I really don't. I
feel that. I remember, shout out to my boy Alan, who we also went to DR with. Fucking, you don't realize how fucking traveling you build. First time I met him was in the summer for a weekend. Then we traveled together, and we boys been built bonds like that. But he's from Lebanon, or his family's from Lebanon. I'm not sure if he was born there or not. But he's really passionate about shit like that, and we had a lot of conversations about just being in Cuba like that, and it's just like so different. Especially the way that trip works. You're around a lot of all that shit, and it's like. Yeah, I mean, I would love to have him on here and have his perspective on that.
So you just went to Cuba. So were you a little nervous about Corona taking the flight over? Or
I wasn't. You know what? I was nervous because I usually get allergies OD, and I was partying the last 2 days before because I went to New York on Friday, and then my boy had a party Saturday. Motherfuckers didn't think I was gonna make my flight either. Like they set alarms for me. I got mad drunk the night before my flight, but I never missed my flight. Never. I wasn't even worried. Anyways, but my nose was runny. I was like coughing a lot, sneezing a lot, but it was more my allergies. Yeah. And like I'm just in the airport when I get to Cuba, just trying to keep it together. Like I don't want to scare nobody. I'm not trying to get stuck in this airport for 3 days. Or 16 days again. That's what the fucking quarantine is. But like, yeah, yo. But I really wasn't though.
Tell me. Did you just say quarantine for 16 days at the airport?
I mean, like, if you, like, that's what they're doing now. Like, if you test positive, like, you're quarantined in general, you're there for 2 weeks.
Quarantine? Where are you quarantined at, though?
And I mean, if they'd probably put me in a fucking closet if I was in the airport. Like, throw that money, especially in Cuba, they probably don't fuck with that shit. They probably just like, shing. Like, that's nuts. Did you ever hear that guy? We were talking about this. Like, he's, like, been to almost every country ever. I gotta look this up. And he gets to this like country, to this land, this really native land that's been untouched. It's like the indigenous people have been untouched there for the start of time. And it's like this European guy, I forget where he's from.
Is he the guy that tried to go over there with the Bibles and give him Bibles? And he got murked?
And he got murked because he's full of diseases.
But of course he got murked, bro.
Yeah, right.
Of course he got murked.
It's like,
honestly,
they're like, we don't play that shit.
Yo, God forgive me, bro. I feel like people like that, they deserve to die. Like, honestly, like, you're going
Here it is. Let's get it.
You're going to an island that no one has touched. Nobody. They don't even. Yo, honestly, the same people, they had a helicopter kind of go like low to get like video footage of them. They was throwing rocks and shit at them. Throwing rocks and shit at the helicopter. They don't know what the fuck that is. They never seen a helicopter before. They don't know what a white man is. They're looking at this guy. He's crossing the river on his boat. They've never probably seen a boat before. And he's passing out what? Bibles?
Yeah, he's like a missionary.
Bro. The fuck out of here, bro. Of course they murked his ass.
Matao. And I think before that he had been to like mad different countries. I'm reading this article here, but there's a lot of words here and I can't read
I told you.
And keep up with this shit.
I told you that one hit of the spliff was not gonna help, bro.
I hit that shit at like 10:32. You know? What time is it right now? It's like 2.
So can you believe that there's still like parts of this world with indigenous people that never seen the outside world, don't know what a TV is, don't know nothing.
Yeah, and they're fine.
They're fine.
And they're fine.
And to them, that's a whole nother conversation. It feels like the people that have less are the happiest. Like
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or the more I get, the more I feel like, yo, why am I as happy as these people over here that I know I'm doing better than? I know that's 100% fact.
Right.
But damn it, they're living their best life. Why am I not living my best life right now? Why am I so stressed out about money and getting
Right.
this and that and financial stability for my daughters and like I don't know, bro.
That's another thing we kind of picked up on Cuba, and just like even going to those countries in general. It's just
Word.
like, it's like, what do you actually need, right? Because these motherfuckers out here survive. These motherfuckers is
Survive.
maintaining out here. Like my boy Botong, who shout out to Botong, he treated us like family. He would make sure we were taken care of. You know, always make sure, like, one thing about that, we never had to worry about money. We paid everybody up front. Like, we paid my boy Manny up front, and then he took care of money with his boys who was showing us around.
Word.
So we never had to worry about that. And yo, like, he actually moved here to DC, I think about a year ago, and he invited me to his wedding and everything. I couldn't go, but I went. Like, you know, he got married. He's out here to get his papers and stuff. Motherfucker, he gets really, like, he's like depressed out here. He doesn't like it out here because motherfuckers, you know, they people, you get judged about, like, you know, what you do for a living and how
Word.
much money you make, and like
Word.
he lives in this big ass city. He don't even know his neighbors. Like, motherfucker wasn't making bread out there in Cuba. Like nearly, like he didn't, like, he's broke, I guess, so to speak, quote unquote.
Here.
But here and there.
Okay.
But like out there, he's a king, bro.
Yeah.
He moves like a king.
Yeah.
People know him. It's just like
Yes.
the island works differently.
Yes.
People are more friendly, and it's just like,
Yes.
we talk about this American dream shit. America ain't shit. The only thing I will say we do take for granted, and which is why ultimately, like, I mean, like, I talk all this shit. At the end of the day, like, I'm here. The U.S.
Yeah.
is for me
Yeah, for
personally.
sure.
But freedom of speech is actually huge, because
Yeah.
we were talking about, like, even like the family we stayed with, like the whole Castro like thing out there.
It's still
Like, it's a
Word.
in terms of like the sentiment around it, it's a
Word.
generational thing. So
Word.
the new generation, they don't really fuck with that anymore. Like, he had his time, he did his thing for Cuba back when they needed to, but like now, like, shit got out of hand. Obviously, I can't really touch on it too much in depth. Maybe sometime later, you know, within this podcast, we can dive in deeper about that.
Or get
But,
someone in that knows what
right,
the fuck they're talking
exactly.
about.
I'll do my research beforehand, but yeah, it's just like the conversation around it is different. And like, I remember where we stayed at Modesta. Shout out to Modesta, by the way. She hosted us for that week. She's the sweetest woman, the most hardworking woman, one of the most hardworking women I ever met. She bought me a birthday cake out there, and we cut up on some surprise shit. She brought it off to dinner one day. Her birthday was the day before mine. Shout out to Modesta and her son Lester. Right, but it was funny. We were talking. My boy was trying to kind of have this conversation with Lester about like the politics and how that works there one night, and we were in his patio, and his mom was nearby, and like, you know, Lester was giving this face like, I don't want to say shit, and like Melissa walks away,
Yeah.
like, and it's just like he doesn't like talking about that to his mom, because his mom would be like, yo, shut the fuck up, you don't like,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But then I actually, like, the last night on the way back from the club, from the bar we were at, like, I got to have the conversation with him, and he's like telling me it's generational. And then at the same time, like, the people, like, you know, as negative as the embargo has like been towards them, or like the effect that it's had on that island, it's just like a lot of people blame shit. He's like, a lot of people blame shit on the embargo. And it's just like, yeah, but what happens when the embargo gets lifted? Like, what the fuck you gonna blame our problems on now, right? Like, yeah, so it's, I don't know. That mentality is different. Like, yeah, I think this is definitely a conversation we could have later in the podcast with some people.
I
who
feel
know
like
more about that shit.
I grew up with a lot of people that have that same type of mentality of like passing the buck or passing the blame on something else. Like, instead of just like, I don't know, instead of just pulling themselves from their bootstraps and fucking hitting the
Right.
pavement, they just love just making the excuse of, nah, it's set up, so I can't win.
But even the
Period.
bootstrap shit, that's like kind of goes back to like that's because it's like at the end of the day, like, there's a stat, and again, I'm gonna have to do my research, but it's just like, yo, a lot of the wealth in this country was inherited, and there is a bootstrap. There is like that.
I
Like,
got you.
you definitely worked. You worked your ass off to
I
get where
hate
you're
you.
at.
I
But
hate
it's
you.
just like,
I don't know.
again,
I don't wanna-
we
I
just
don't wanna-
winging it. We just average
I don't
people.
I don't want to touch on it today. Maybe not today.
Maybe not today.
Maybe not today. Another day.
We're catching
but
each-
just
we're
know
catching each other off guard
These
a
are
little bit.
these are the thoughts in my head. Like, yo, bro, your parents, your grandparents been here for fucking probably from a slave ship, legit. You know what I mean? Pero y entonces. These dudes just came off the plane, and then they started owning Bird Street. How did that happen?
Right.
How did that happen so
Yeah.
fast for them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's something wrong here. There's something wrong, bro. There's no way. I don't know. All I know is, like, I was always told in my head, if if I could do better than my parents and if I do better than my parents did for me, for my daughter, then I already won. I'm definitely winning. Anything else I can give her extra is even better.
Of course.
But I plan on her children to be in a way better position than she was. You know what I mean? I don't know.
That actually that brings me to something that I did want to ask you, and now we kind of brought it up. How do you feel about balancing raising Kendall that way, right? Because you obviously want to give her what's better than you, but you can't. There's a fine line, obviously, between showing her, like giving her opportunity and spoiling her, and things like that. Especially, obviously, like you've done a lot, so much right now, and you're only gonna do more.
She's a female too, which is even harder. Because at least when I was young, it was just let the leash off on the kid, make sure you come back at whatever 9, 10 at night, whatever fuck.
Right.
And there's no worries, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, dude. You got your boys with you, like, I don't know, like, but for a female, bro, it's just like, you give them too much space, that's a problem. You keep the leash nice and tight, that's a problem. Because as soon as they get a little bit of freedom, they're gonna give them an inch, they're gonna take a mile.
Right.
And with the whole, like, I don't know, like, even being in a better city, or she's gonna be in a better school system. Well, yeah, it's a better school system, but these kids are they get into other things that me in the inner city or you in the inner city we didn't have no friends that was doing coke or doing heroin and other shit, no taking no pills and shit like that. Right. Never. I never seen that in my school ever. There was the stoner crowd. It was the emo kids that was smoking bogeys out in the front, but that was it. That was pretty much it. There was nothing really else besides that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, but now I have to worry about fucking Suzanne sniffing lines when giving my daughter X pills or whatever the fuck. I don't know.
Xannies.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch that show Euphoria?
No.
You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
Yes.
That's literally what it's depicting.
Yes,
like, that's what
that's Zendaya's like, emo chick fucking.
Yeah. It's actually, I actually really like the show.
Yeah. Kayla got into it, but
it's like, that shit is wild. People really talk about how that really is like. That's like kind of like the Super Bad or like the Dazed. I don't know if you ever seen Dazed and Confused from back in the day.
Yeah.
That's like today's Dazed and Confused.
Yeah.
It's fucking wild.
Yeah, it is wild.
That shit's wild. Motherfuckers out here fucking taking pills. They're like 11, 12, 13 years old.
I got another little side note too that conversation brought me to. Females that are in a relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
If y'all gonna start a show together, right, with your mans or something, wait for your mans to be home to continue the show. Like that's not even fair. Like, you gonna start on the show, right? Let's say it's Euphoria.
It's supposed to be shots.
You know what I mean? You got Euphoria, you and Shorty sitting there on the couch. Oh, this is dope. Episode 1, episode 2. You an old bastard. You're gonna knock out. You know what I mean? You gotta wake up super early in the morning to work. You get back home fucking later that night and it's like, oh yeah, I'm on episode 5 now. Oh, so what am I? What am I supposed to do now? What am I supposed to do?
Catch up, nigga.
Yeah, I'm supposed to catch up. But the only time I got to catch up is when you want to watch TV too, right? So, well, you're just gonna have to fill me in on the next 3 episodes. No, I'm done. That's every show. So at this point, I just watch shit that I know she's not gonna watch.
Like what?
Like Games of Thrones. I knew she would never ever watch no Games of Thrones.
Big flop. Continue. Big flop.
Like Silicon Valley. I know she was never gonna watch.
You like that show?
For a while I did.
Yeah, I seen some episodes. They were alright.
Okay. Kenny Powers.
Eastbound
and Down. I knew she would never watch Eastbound. So I started to watch a lot more shows that I know. Like, she's gonna be, this is stupid. I'm not watching this. Okay, good.
You seen that show, The Outsider, yet? It just came out on it recently.
I have not watched The Outsider. I've been slacking on all things. Like,
right.
I don't know, bro.
I have 2 on that. I mean, in terms of shows and stuff, there's nothing new I've been picking up just because I just watch YouTube now.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of YouTube channels. There's actually, YouTube is fucking popping. Like, I don't watch like live TV no more than like Netflix. Like, only for sports, obviously. And then I used to watch a lot of Netflix. I watch like anime. But like, recently, I just been on YouTube. I watch podcasts. I watch the shows that these dudes do. Some interviews, shit like that.
Like I said, luckily I have a long commute to work there and back. So that's when I really get all my podcasts in and shit. So I'm always up to date with that. But when it comes to TV, bro, I think I watched Nick Jr. more than I watch anything. I'll tell you
Paw Patrol. All the
Nick
or Disney?
Oh, Nick. That's Nick. I'll tell you all about Paw Patrol and Blue's Clues and Umi Zoomy, bro. I got everything down. Bubble Guppies, bro. What? I'll spit some facts about
Stop
Bubba.
playing with him.
Stop playing with me.
Stop playing with him.
But besides that, bro, nothing, dog. Nothing.
Yeah.
Like, I'll catch the first quarter of an interesting game, and then I'll be tired.
I feel that. I've been feeling that way about music recently.
You still young though. You don't feel me, bro. You don't. Don't say you feel me, bro. You don't feel
Nah?
me. You don't be tired at 8:30 at night. Like,
Oh, that's
fuck
a
it.
fact. Yeah,
Like,
no.
my bones.
In my bone, he's tied in his bones. Yeah.
I mean, you don't feel me, bro. You'll
He
get there.
said
though.
you don't-
You'll get there. No,
Eventually.
no, it's all cute now. Don't worry. No, enjoy your little.
Is that whole fall off a cliff saying, is that real?
What's that? I never heard
Like,
that.
you just wake up one morning and you just ain't the same person?
I don't know if it was the next morning, but it was definitely a span of a year.
Yeah.
Where I knew, like, yo, this ain't the same no more. Like, I'm not
Yeah.
waking up the same from partying. I'm not enjoying being in these environments no more. Like,
Well,
I
I'm
don't
not
enjoy
looking
it.
forward to that at all. So.
I'm not enjoying it. I be going to the club, bro, and I don't know, and it looks like I'm not having fun. Like, I'll literally be sitting there with a stank face on, because you know what?
But the club isn't even fun anymore.
It's not
That's
fun.
why.
It's not fun, bro. It's not fun. No, first off, no one's dancing. Everyone's
Right.
smoking hookah.
Hookah killed the dance floor. Shout out to Stay Silent.
Yo, everyone's smoking hookah. Ain't nobody dancing no more. Everyone's in there. You gotta buy a table and a bottle just
Facts.
to be fucking
Relevant
just to look
and look cool.
Look okay. I mean, because can't no one sit at the bar no more, right? And it's just like, for what? For I've been seeing these same people since I've been doing that at the age of 18. Like, I've been in these clubs
Right.
with these same dudes. Like, these dudes are still, these chicks are still in the same clubs. Like, yo, how do you not get tired of this shit yet? Okay, that's another question I got for you. Club promoters that are my age, at what age, right? Is it not okay to be promoting these clubs no more for 18 plus? At what age?
At what age?
Because
When-
there's
if, you're
something
still
that's
not
already-
if you're 30, you still not making money, then I get like
Yo, bro, there's dudes I know for a fact at least 35 years old, bro, at least, and they're still promoting these clubs on Broad Street every day. Like how, bro? Do you not feel like the old guy by now? Like,
right. Do they make money off it though? Are they hustling off it? Like,
I don't know. I mean, they promote.
if they make
promote
it- right.
heavy. I mean, I don't know. I don't be counting pockets. I have no idea how much they're making. I don't know how they charge.
I mean, if they're doing a good job of capitalizing, I mean, like, yo, more power to you. But if you just out here promoting, you barely getting by, and you just like in there for the party, yeah.
If you're in it just so you get enough money to buy yourself a bottle at your same
Just
party,
club
like,
party for
you
free?
gotta chill, bro. You gotta
in there
chill.
to party for free?
Yeah, those days are over, bro. Like, I don't know what to say about this shit no more. Like, well,
Talk to 'em.
Or they're making a killing. And they're laughing at me in my little 9 to 5. They
Right.
must be. They must be, bro. I know chicks that are in the club. I see them on my Snapchat every night.
Same 3 clubs.
Fucking club to pregame, club, then the afty, right? And then all of a sudden on Sunday afternoon, they're with their kids. I'm like, holy shit! I didn't see your kids posted all week, bro. I forgot you had kids. Where are these kids at, bro?
Yeah.
Where are the kids? Where are the kids at? Yo, is there a babysitting like service for the middle of the night?
Abuela.
That's nutty, bro. It's nutty.
I know how y'all feel about it, but yo, these parents out here, they don't give a fuck about putting their kids off to their parents at night. And just be like, hold 'em.
No. It's not even discussion no more. They just
Yeah.
come drop them off.
Toma.
And then me and my girl be feeling bad when we do it like every other.
Right, I feel like you and Kay should loosen up a little bit more about that.
Maybe we should, but like I just don't like. Yo, you know Spanish people, bro. I know Spanish people. The last thing I need is someone to dangle the carrot over my head.
Right.
Talking about I did this for you. That's why I don't ask for favors, bro.
Right.
I don't want no one ever saying in their head like I did this for Mike, and then throwing it back in my face. Because if I do you a favor, I'm never the type to be like, yo, I did this for you though.
Right.
I mean, I did it because I wanted to do it. Like,
Right,
because I
right.
fuck with you. Like, I wanted to do that for you. Like,
And I appreciate that, yo.
I don't do shit. Yo, I hate that shit, bro. If someone's gonna throw something back in my face, you might as well just not do me the favor. Please don't do me the favor, dog. Just don't do it for me.
Right.
I don't need it that bad.
Yo, that's something I've been working on myself, to be honest. Because these last couple years, I've noticed I've not had that problem to like an extreme where I'm just like constantly, but like sometimes I look back, I'm like, yo, I didn't have to say that. Or like, why would I do something like that so I could say it? That's something I've been trying to work on myself, and I appreciate that because that's also like, because at the same time it's just like, that's also something that used to be a huge pet peeve of mine too. So yeah, that's a big thing. It's just
Especially
like,
OG Dominicans, bro.
Hell yeah.
They don't let shit go.
yeah.
They don't let it go, bro. I think I yelled at your aunt at Kayla's mom one time, and I think your family hated me for like months. I could just sense it. I could sense my name was all in these group texts and chain emails.
WhatsApp,
getting slandered.
Yo, their emails be lit. They're apparently
Have you ever seen this?
I've never seen
this.
But
Kayla's in the email chain.
Kayla got down into the email chain.
You think our group chats be litty?
Son.
These email chains are. They go hard, and it's all work day. All work day. I sit there and like, yo, do you guys actually work at your job?
Hell no.
Hell no.
Hell no. You crazy? I was doing that for 3 years. Hell no, no motherfucker works like that.
Them niggas is not working, bro. They're just sitting there. Email chain.
They're the fucking greatest.
Oh, it's fucking.
That's
absurd.
wild. What are we on time right now? I feel like we just been flowing out here.
I think it's like 45 minutes in.
Yeah,
right
that's
now.
pretty good, yo. What are we talking
I have no idea what was the last topic that we were talking about though.
We've been bouncing. We talking about Corona, Cuba.
Yeah,
We talking
I
about
have no
beyond
idea.
Jamaica resorts.
Yeah,
De todo.
yeah.
But that's kind of the vibe of this podcast.
Word.
You know, it's we have nothing to do. I mean,
Right.
at least I have nothing to do.
I have shit to do, but on my days that I don't have nothing to do, I'd rather be doing this
Right.
than anything else.
Hell yeah. Fucking yeah. So that wraps up episode 1.
Word.
You know, this is a great episode.
Thank you.
We wanna bring, our thoughts out in public. You know,
Word.
we wanna, we have opinions. We're funny. We got shit to
That's
say.
it.
Let's
Just-
do it.
Just free flowing conversations.
Yeah.
We'll probably end up bringing like guests on here and there.
Hell
just
yeah.
talking about
Hell yeah.
different things or
Of
you know.
course. We
probably-
got we got ideas, yo.
But yeah, this
But,
is the gist of it.
Yeah. So yeah, shout out to everybody that shouted out earlier in the podcast. And yeah, we signing off.
All right, Brody. Have a good one.
All right, yo.